What's going on? And we are back for another episode of Two for the Culture. I'm
Yes.
Justin Devante.
Stephen Ray.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How was your week?
My week's been good so far. We're shooting a little later than normal. Recovering from a cold.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so it's been all right. Besides that, just been pumping up on like that turmeric and ginger. What else have I been taking? Of course, vitamin C, vitamin D, B12.
Mm.
I just
What does
or
B12 do?
it's like energy more than anything else. Like
Okay.
mushroom tea, yes, stuff like that. I'm just taking things. You know what I mean? I'm just seeing things around the house like organic sea moss. I'm taking it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. No, I definitely just saw that. I just saw that. The sea moss.
yeah. That it's probably expired. Yeah, yeah.
It's. I saw something.
Yeah.
I definitely saw something expired, and you took it.
Oh, what was that?
I mean, you were really confident when you did it, so I just thought you already knew what was
Yeah,
going on.
yeah. No, I was like, all right, well, yeah, it's been there for a while, but shoot, hey,
I
I
saw
feel
it.
better, so
You feel better though.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Well, I guess that's
And I
all
probably
that
took it
matters.
twice. Yeah, yeah. I
I
probably
definitely checked it out before you. It was like a couple days before because I was messed up.
that's
And I was like, damn, what is around here? And I saw that and I was like, expired? No. And then I just saw you a couple days later, like, you just took it. I was like, well, shit. I guess I could have just did the same thing then.
yeah. I don't think it did anything. Well, I feel better. So who? I don't know what to contribute to, but
Yeah.
I'm all right. But yeah. So everything's been going on your week. You been feeling good?
Yeah. Nah, my week has been pretty, I feel like my whole week has been an experiment.
What you mean?
Like I started off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I started off. It was my birthday,
Mm-hmm.
so I didn't really go anywhere or anything, but I did chill, order terrible food, which tasted amazing. Just fast food like Wendy's and just whatever I can get my hands on. Drank and then smoked a little bit, and I feel like that combination just like it I don't know the I feel like the liquor and the food and the smoking, it just like it completely trashed all of my white blood cells.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, like my whole immune system was just vulnerable. Like anything want to come in, like it's just welcome. So yeah, so I got messed up, and then my jaw swole, and I just stopped eating to do a fast. And then I got to like day 3.5, and I was kind of better. And I'm like, damn, I ain't never did 7 days before. So I just kept going, then kind of like switched it from trying to like heal to just making it like a spiritual thing, and then making it more of a changing my habits and like getting rid of mental well, I guess mental habits of what I would do and cravings and certain things. That could be social media, this and that. I deleted Instagram on my phone, so that's been like a game changer. Like how you were a while ago when you took off Instagram and then you just felt. I guess I would assume you felt more productive and all that. Yeah, it eliminated like me scrolling, which was like huge. I didn't know how bad that was. Yeah, that and the whole 7 day water fast, which ends tonight in about like 2 hours. So I'm really happy about that. I didn't even know it was possible. Like at least like a year ago, I didn't even know that shit was even possible to even do.
So you've been doing water, or
Water only. Yeah. Well, in the morning, I will say this. In the morning, I usually have this like detox drink,
Yeah.
and it'll have like lemon. Or I think lemon is fine though. It's got electrolytes in it. You still need electrolytes because I probably just can't get up and walk. But one thing I will say, the first couple of days, I didn't know that I was doing was having a little bit of honey in my drink that I drink in the mornings, and I'm not supposed to have that. Because of sugar.
Oh, right.
Right, yeah. So I was looking it up, and the guy was saying how insulin levels can harden the outside of your arteries and stuff like that. So like, if you just basically eat terribly, and that's how people have like plaque and all that, like on the outside of their arteries. And he was talking about sugar, and I was like, oh shit, sugar's in honey, but
Mm-hmm.
that should be fine. And then I typed in, I was like, will sugar break? No, will honey break a water fast? Yes, 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 yes. And I was like, ah, fuck. So I just stopped. I just stopped it. But it's been going well. It's been going well. It's a lot of different. The first like 3 days was it was kind of easy for me because I naturally don't really eat that much
Mm-hmm.
on the regular. But then after that, then I started to notice like my jaw and all this stuff started to heal like very, very quickly. Then my energy levels, it raised incredibly. Even last night, like I woke up and I started working from 9 or 10 to like 10 or 11 that night, and it was the same energy level throughout the entire day.
Wow.
Yeah, so like that is the craziest part. Yeah, my mind feels super
Do you
clear.
know where that comes from? Where you have that energy?
Have it. Man, I did just like a couple hours ago, but
Another reason why I asked that because I was listening to the Diary CEO a long time ago, and it was probably last year, and he had on some type of specialist or whatever.
it was a
And
woman.
yeah,
Uh huh.
and she was talking about fast and things like that. Like the body, the reason why it heals quickly is because since you are starving, it feels like it needs to repair itself fast so you can eat and so you can live.
Yeah, it goes to
Yeah,
survival
yeah,
mode.
exactly. So when your body's in that mode, then at that point you will have more energy to do things because it's trying to hunt for food.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
right. Damn,
Mm-hmm.
damn, that does make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shit is ridiculous. Like anytime I'm doing work, usually I would take way more breaks,
Mm-hmm.
way more breaks, and then I'm just still sitting here an hour later, and I'm like, I don't even know how I'm not even moving away. Like it's very weird, but yeah, that I definitely believe that for sure.
Well,
So
you say you lost like 10 pounds or something, or
yeah,
that was
probably
in
around
day
10.
5, right?
Yeah,
Or,
probably it's probably gonna round out about 10. I didn't really like do a full assessment of myself
mm-hmm.
because I'll have like shorts one day and then like sweatpants another day, and then so I'm not even sure what my first initial weight was.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. You
Yeah.
didn't do like a before and after picture and then like a speedo.
Yeah, and the speedo. No, I didn't do
Yeah,
that.
do the front and back pictures.
I should have. I definitely lost weight for
Mm-hmm.
sure. But I mean, again, before I did the fast, I ate like that day. I ate like beans, fucking 5 Wendy's burgers, 2 the cheese fries. But I went in. So
But you had no plan on doing a fast when you did it. You just was like f- feeling it.
yeah, it was more so just because it was my birthday. I was just
Oh
like,
yeah.
man, I don't care. And then I just knew that when I wake up, I'm gonna be like, damn, I'm 33 now. And then like I knew for a fact that I was gonna be like, all right, I got to start making some changes and all this. So I just took the opportunity of when I was in pain. I was just like, man, let me just do this now. And yeah, so I just kind of made that switch. But it's been a very I'm definitely gonna do this again. I'm probably gonna do this maybe 2 or 3 times a year. Cause it just gets rid of everything,
Mm-hmm.
like literally everything. So at least that's what I think.
Mm-hmm. Was you doing number 2?
What I doing?
No, yeah, in the 7-day fast.
I thought I had to this morning. I was like, I wonder what's gonna happen. I really was like, what is gonna come out?
Yeah.
But I didn't. I didn't end up doing it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just curious. Another.
Kevin Gates said that around the 7th day, he was like, that's when you go to the bathroom, and then that's when you'll see kind of like mucus a little bit from the lining of your stomach or the lining probably of your intestines and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I can believe that. I mean, bro, like this is like it's like you have a dirty car and then, or the outside of a dirty car, and just like a constant waterfall on it. Like eventually at the end of it, everything is gonna be clean off of it.
Right.
So yeah, so it's crazy. I feel like very clear. I can work. I can. I had a it wasn't an interview, but it was like something for Progressive actually. And they had this assessment that you got to do, and then it's like timed, and then you got to answer this question like in a minute. I ain't never thought that fast ever. Like from so I was just, it was almost like I was looking at it. It was like my mind could assess it, and my mind just like computed the whole thing, and then it was just like answer this now. It was, I don't know. I could just tell the difference between eating and not. It's definitely a difference. I feel like everybody should be doing this. I don't know why it's not a thing.
Because it's difficult. Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
because of the habits that are there though.
Yeah.
Like the only time when I started doing fast, last year, when I did like one day and then I went to like 1.5 days and I went to 2 days and like periodically over the year, the only reason that I was hungry was because of the habit of eating. After I realized it was just literally the habit of eating and not me actually being hungry, then it all started to change. So I just feel like everybody should definitely have a habit of at least like intermittent fasting. Like that should be the norm of not eating. Yeah, I actually think I'm gonna make that a normal thing for me to do work without eating. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm most efficient when I do not eat during the whole workday.
Interesting. Because I wound up doing the intermittent fasting unintentionally today, because I had things I needed to do, and I had to prepare the meal, and I had to like get medication for my granny. You know, because everything. So I was like, I had to eat that on lunch, so I didn't even have time to eat. So I wound up eating until like my next break was like 3 something, 3 p.m. Yeah. But I used to do intermittent fasting all the time. I used to have like an app for it. Yeah, yeah, which worked great. Yeah, the app. Yeah, I'll turn it on, and then it'll tell me the time. I'll turn it on from the last time I ate. So I hit that start button. And it's like, hey, I can do like 14, 16, or whatever hours that I chose, and then within that time frame, it told me what your body's doing. Like saying the eighth hour is now, it may be repairing something, or now you're growing home. It's like something. It was really cool that actually helped me, because now I want to get to that 16-hour to where it tells me, hey, your body's actually doing X. I can't remember exactly, but your body's doing X while in this mode. So it's like, all right, it
Oh,
encourages you to keep on fasting because you want your body to repair, the skin cells or whatever. I'm just making up something.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So if I can remember that app, it was actually like a workout app that I paid for. So I wound up like canceling it, but that part of the app I loved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that shit is real. I feel like it literally. I feel like everything is connected. Like there are days where I'll think negative thoughts and stuff, and I realize throughout this whole time of me, I'll meditate here and there and all that, but I feel like depression, the moodiness, and all that type of stuff, it really has something to do with that too. Like I think it was like a couple episodes ago, I was saying how I was interested in like the what's it called, the not the brain waves, but the I forgot what
You
it's
talking about
called.
like you talking about
It's
when you
like
say positive affirmation?
no, just the new creating new habits in your head, and it makes new neurons
Oh, okay.
in your head. So like I feel like this literally repairs them and it rewires them is that's what I was trying to say. I was trying to like find ways to rewire my brain to where like instead of thinking this, I'm thinking this, or which comes with habits and all that. But I think literally cleaning out your whole system, like I haven't thought negatively for real at all. It's been so easy to when a negative thought comes in, I'm just like, bro, I'm not finna like think about this. And crazy enough, but like if I were to eat like a bunch of like 5 burgers and this and that, it's way easier to be trapped into that.
Yeah, I wonder how true that it says is like, when when a cow know he's about to die, or any animal, human, like knows they're about to die, they sweat more, and it seeps into that meat.
It's got to.
Yeah, it does, and it tastes different. People say. So I wonder how much is like. Of course, we go through this, whole factory farming, and then a cow or whatever knows they're about to die, or in a distressed situation, to where it gets into that food and we're consuming that, and so now that gets into what we're eating, because they say that the stomach is your second brain.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I
Your
believe
gut is, yeah. So, I wonder how much of that actually creeps into the food because of the food we eat.
it. And it's not just one cow. It's
Of
like
course,
a
yeah, yeah,
lot of them
yeah,
motherfuckers.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like that
You
you're
got
eating at the
Betsy,
same.
Betty, you know what I mean?
Stacy, Becky,
Yeah,
Keisha. But yeah, that's a lot. I thought about that too. I was like, damn, this ain't just one chicken. It's like a lot of these motherfuckers.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
So,
I guess that's kind of different. But yeah, the ground beef and all that. It's like a lot of them together. That's a lot of different. That's just something to think about.
I've been trying to focus on eating a lot more,
Uh huh.
and I
That's
wonder.
like completely the opposite of what I just said.
Excuse me. So that's not what I meant to say. I meant to say cooking a lot more. Yeah. Yeah. No, whatever you do, I do the opposite. No, cooking a lot more
I've
than
been focusing
that.
on eating a lot more. All right, yeah, but yeah, cooking a lot more. Yeah, no,
Yeah, just cooking the food, making sure that grass fed is kind of where I was going. Yeah, because it's easy to go to McDonald's, and for me, definitely. And so that's why I was like preparing my mood. That's why my food, and that's why I was waiting longer to eat, because I would rather just cook it, knowing it comes from a certain place, versus going to McDonald's, or I don't want to just keep on shitting on McDonald's, but another
all of
fast
them
food.
bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
At least McDonald's be owning their own farms. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Yeah, and their quality foods are it's like you have Chick-fil-A is a B or a B plus. I'm just naming one, and McDonald's a B in terms of food value. Like it's on Chick-fil-A's head top for real. Yeah,
You think so?
but I last time I looked it up, and they're better than Wendy's, Burger King, and all them.
You mean nutritional?
Like the grade value of their meats.
Uh,
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I think I did hear that Chick-fil-A chicken wasn't real chicken. Or something.
It's. I mean,
I
I
don't
think it's probably
care.
real chicken. It's just not. It's not like grade A.
Yeah,
Like I don't know which one of the restaurants is probably grade A, but
Yeah.
they're not as best as marketed. You know what I mean?
Man, I love me some Chick-fil-A.
I mean, me too. Yeah. But
I
I'm
love
just
the
saying.
McDonald's breakfast too. That shit all the way fake.
Yeah.
That shit all the way. The eggs look fake. This shit look like it's handmade.
I mean,
out of clay.
it's mass. It's for mass consumption. You seen them make it? They put the little thing. You used to
Used to work
manage
there, yeah.
or whatever. So yeah, they put all the things inside there, put it out, do the chick with the seasoning. Yeah, and all that's portioned out. You just do one click.
Yep.
You got the salt shaker, and that pours
Hella
out even.
salt. Yeah.
I be putting extra salt. I don't be feeling
You be putting extra salt on your fries?
so.
You say extra salt?
Yes.
Damn.
They don't be
And-
salting my shit at all.
Maybe you're going to the wrong one.
Well, nonetheless, they be salting it with the extra salt.
Shit.
Yeah.
A McDonald's fry is like one of the saltiest fries there is.
Yeah. I don't be tasting that. Maybe it's just me.
That's why you fucked up now.
That's why I'm sick. Or just in general.
No, I didn't. Damn, I didn't really think about that. I mean, again, I used to work there, and I used to like when somebody said extra salt. I'm like, God damn, like because we already like doing that. So extra salt on here.
Yeah, nah, I be making sure they be salting my joints.
No,
Uh,
I do. I say all this, but I do love, man, I love some fast food. But that's
mm,
why I like doing this though, cause it's like a balance of my life. Like I could go to McDonald's and not feel too bad, like after a while anyway.
okay, I got you.
Yeah.
But it's as for me, it's when I'm doing the diet and then I step off for that cheat day, and I can't get back on that diet until later on.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's like I'll lose weight, then it's go back, and I'm constantly in that same path. Yeah, so it's just focus on just making sure, just stick to it because I know I should know myself at this point. You
But
know what I
I
mean?
mean, what helps out a lot is that intermittent fasting though.
Yeah,
Like I used my weight. I mean, I know it doesn't look like I just like get super big or whatever, but
you
there
don't.
was a time. I mean, there was like in college, my weight would like go up. Like my cheeks would be kind of filled. There are times where I can go back videos ago, maybe like a couple years ago, when I started Race So Silly in Memphis. My cheeks were like big as fuck. Like they were super huge, and I had to. I was just eating a lot, and then eventually, like me doing a detox. I've been doing that for maybe 2 years now, maybe 3 years, something like that. But I wouldn't eat in the morning. I used to eat a lot in the morning, but after I stopped doing that and just like kind of pushed my meals back to like later on in the day, that regulated my weight. So even if I was like messing it up or messing up a diet or whatever, that alone does a lot.
And now I'm talking about I did because honey does help with colds. I didn't do intermittent fasting like I'm thinking I did because I did put it in my turmeric and ginger tea, honey, to feel better.
How's that not
It's not
intermittent?
because even though it is separating fasting to a certain degree, but I started off the day um, not fasting because we just talked about the tea and how it's
Oh, the
sugar.
honey.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I
I mean,
mean,
excuse me. Yeah,
that ain't like.
I mean it's not all. I mean it's still technically not intermittent fasting if I'm consuming a sugary substance in any
Uh
form.
huh.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll say that too. Like it really, at least like the 7 day thing. And again, the 7 day is kind of like big. Like this was me a year ago. I'd be like, bro, you did seven. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
7 days is extremely tough.
Yeah, and there are people out there that have done 30. There are people out there that have done 60. And it's just that sounds crazy to me. But knowing me, I'm probably gonna do 30 one day.
Oh well.
Yeah, but I say all that to say like even when it comes down to the honey, I'm like a big honey guy. Like I always do caffeine. Um, Usually throughout the day, I associated doing work with caffeine. I think I told you that. And with this, I realized it doesn't have to be associated with it. Like I literally just don't have to eat. Like maybe it's kind of like a biblical thing as well. Like I know there's something in there that says, the person that doesn't work like doesn't eat basically. You know what I'm talking about?
Not specifically the verse, but I mean that sounds like what I mean, like a saying I've heard before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But I don't know. I kind of like understand that a little more. Not in the sense of like, duh, if you don't work, you don't eat, but more so taking it a little bit more literal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if you don't, or what if you work, but you don't eat while you work and you eat after you're done?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like that can be. I'm gonna start seeing what that feels like to me because I've been incredibly productive. It's been ridiculous how productive I've been. Um, I literally just finished yesterday editing all 21 videos for like the week. I remember I told you I said I was gonna do like 3 videos a day and
Mm-hmm.
then schedule them
Mm-hmm.
all up. I did all that shit. I got like 4 or 5 posts per day going for a week. Like it's already. I don't got to touch nothing right now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm floating right now. Like I
Oh
ain't
well.
never did that before, and I already downloaded like 40 other videos for the next coming weeks. And then after this podcast, I'm gonna be like hopping on that so I could be even further ahead. It's too many benefits to this thing, bro.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm an advocate for it. I think people should really get on that. And it's a spiritual thing too, bro. I mean, even though I got the Bible, but like that ain't it. I didn't buy the Bible for that specifically. I actually want to study it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but so I started. But
Oh, you
that's me.
started with where you at? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm starting in the beginning.
Okay.
I'm gonna go through the whole book. It's probably gonna take me a year or so.
That's a long time
Yeah,
to finish the. You know, what I mean? Like you got that's you can finish the Bible quicker than that.
yeah, I can finish it, but I'm not gonna study it.
Oh, okay. Excuse me, my bad.
Yeah, so like I didn't buy it to read it like a movie. Like I bought it to like.
Read it like a book, you mean?
Well, I'm saying like when you watch a movie, you be like, oh, that was a cool movie. I like this part, that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, not like that. I didn't buy it for that. I wanted the Bible so I could study it. Like what happened? What's the four rivers this split off at? What's the it was saying something about the sky. I looked up stuff, got pictures, drew the pictures of like what this is and what this looks like. Like actually study it. That's like very important to me because I just feel like that's one of the main things that we have right now that is basically like the law of the land.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like the blueprint to life.
Mm-hmm.
So like I think that's very important to know, like all the stories that's in there and all that, and like how I mean everything that I've heard about. Of course, I've grown up in the church, but it's kind of like not. I don't know. You can grow up in the church, and it could be in the back of your head instead of like the front of it. If you get what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like a TV on
Mm-hmm.
that your parents watch all the time, or a certain show that they watch all the time, and you know of it, but you don't like know everything about it. But yeah. So now I'm just kind of like I just want to study it and just figure out like what does this mean, that mean, where did this person come from, how did the, the blueprint to relationships,
Mm-hmm.
friendships, building a community. I'm building a community,
Mm-hmm.
like leading a community. Like what could I? That could probably teach me how to do something way bigger than whatever I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I just think it's the law of the land. So
No, I mean, hey, I'm the biggest. I'm not the biggest, but I'm a big advocate on reading the Bible. When I do Bible, my favorite part about church is Bible study.
uh-huh.
Is actually learning the Bible. We able to feed off each other. What you think? I disagree here. What's your interpretation of it? It's literally the best thing. So I personally enjoy it. I think that it's harder to do on your own.
You think so?
The Bible. I'm saying it's hard. It is. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but it is harder to do on your own versus with a group.
I actually like it more on my own.
Well, I mean, have you been to Bible study as an adult?
As an adult, no.
Yeah. So I mean, you wouldn't know until you go as an adult. And not only that, it's if you it's going to be different from you just to go to a church randomly and like not know anybody and try to do Bible study. That may be different if you have like me and like say 5, 6 of your closest friends together reading the Bible. It's you. That's something you're gonna look forward to because you got all your friends, somebody you're comfortable with, so you can toss ideas to. You gotta talk about it. It's absolutely, and then you have like a little workbook that dedicates these chapters explaining the content of it, and then you're able to read that book and then get the verses and then they have questions in it. I'm telling you, it's literally my favorite thing when we have good discussions because then you're just gonna have life discussions of like, hey, I see these same flaws today, in whatever.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely yeah. So and then you read it and you like, I would have never gotten this just from just reading the book, reading the Bible. Yeah, because like I skipped right over this and didn't see the meaning in this verse. I was just reading the verse and didn't see the meaning in it. So there's a lot of things like I think the Proverbs is going to be a good one for you. Ecclesiastes, King Solomon. Like all of them are really, really, really good. Good. It's good stuff. The hardest thing is to get through to me was Numbers. because all it did was talking about, he's the son of this person, the son of this, and it's just that. It's all supposed to lead, it's leading to somewhere, but it's just like that to me is the most boring part of the Bible. Just reading numbers because literally it's just like a lineage of people. It's
Oh,
like it feels like useless information to when I was reading it.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd like to do that. Um, but I do really want to study it like myself too.
Of
Like,
course. I mean,
yeah.
you can do both. I'm just saying, when if you do go to a church and maybe go to Wednesday night Bible study, it's a group of your peers. You get comfortable. You be like, I see what Justin's talking about. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But nonetheless, I'm not saying that you can't do it and you won't get success from it. But because you're going at your own pace and your own want, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah. So I can see the comfort in that. But if you was to do it, it feels so much better and you get a lot out of it. Like yeah, yeah. That because I mean, the biggest. I'm not gonna say it's gonna come off wrong, but uh, and I'll just say how I feel. It's the church I go to. I love that church, and I love a lot of people in there. But there's not a lot of people my age group, so it's it's it hits different when everybody's your age and you can hold each other accountable, and y'all go through the same things together. Yeah, but I don't have that. So if you was to get that and like go to a church that has a lot of people our age, I I think it would be a better way to live a Christian life. Just me personally. Yeah, but everybody's like, I got people really drastically younger than me, and pretty much people significantly older. Like the youngest person next to me is kind of like my mentor.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and he's in his 40s and
Oh,
married.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's different.
It's like a gap.
But I appreciate him a lot. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. I go to him for a lot of guidance, and I'm glad I'm able to have a lot of wisdom in the church. But to have people my age that you can, have confidence in, that y'all go through the exact same things that you can talk to personally, and it's a lot of them, it would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, no,
No.
but I like that talk though. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, bro. It's really cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm a very spiritual guy. Um, yeah, I always wanted to get more into the Bible, and I get it's just time, like divine time, and it just aligns up with where I am mentally, and it just happens to be now. So
Yeah, yeah, and the biggest thing about you know what I get a lot from the Bible, and I have to go through. It's like one of I can't remember the verses, the actual verse, but it's like why worry when the God feeds the birds of the air and the animals on the ground. I'm really paraphrasing, and then he's like they find their way to eat. It's like and they don't live a life of stress. Kind of why would you type of thing. It's like
you don't think they be stressing? You don't
no,
think no
well,
birds be
it's pretty
stressing?
much saying like, hey, he feeds the earth. Why you worry about what the next thing is going to come? You know what I mean? You're going to be taken care of. God's going to take care of you. You know what I mean? I'm really paraphrasing and I'm doing a very injustice because it's coming off my. But if you was to start repeating, I could then say it.
I get what you're saying,
Yeah, yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah. But
It's
yeah,
it's
yeah.
literally
But
meant for the earth is clearly meant for everything to get fed.
yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, so it's absolutely great. It's humbling. It makes things in the world like less trivial. It's like I hate that. You know what I mean? Like I have to care about things that really don't matter. Yeah.
Like what?
Just like um, classism.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
human made
Yeah,
issues or whatever.
like, bruh, why I gotta care what somebody else got, and I gotta match him, and I gotta have this big old house and these cars and all this money. It's like, for what? Yeah, yeah. Like I'm good where I'm at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the type of thing that I feel. It's like sometimes I get frustrated at that aspect of life. Is like when I'll talk about it a little bit more in person to person instead of on the podcast. But sometimes I look at things, I'm like, bruh. like why should I care about this? It makes me just like want to leave things, cut things off.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, bruh, this is what you worried about, and you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's like I gotta leave you alone if this is what you want for real.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, so. But yeah. There's more things to get to talk to though.
Oh, yeah, no,
There's
for sure.
there's a lot of I wouldn't say a lot of things, but a lot
Yeah.
of interesting things that happened since the last podcast.
What?
Ye's interview with the academics.
Oh yeah, I didn't see the interview. Did you hear it?
I saw a little bit of it, because I tried to skip through where he was not talking about Cardi.
I'm just remembering him wearing the KKK black mask.
Like I
whatever.
saw like no outrage for the KKK mask or the KKK hood.
Oh, in the comments
in the robe. Yeah, exactly. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like just like even listening to different outlets, there was like it's kind of yay, yay-ish.
Oh,
to do.
yeah.
yeah. Like everybody was unbothered at the KKK robe.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
I think I was more shocked of him selling the shirt with the swastika on it.
I didn't.
And not by a lot, but just
Yeah.
like a teeny little, like, damn, you finna make money off this?
Yeah, right.
That was the only thing. But yeah, as soon as I saw him on here, and I saw him in there, I was just, bro, all right.
Yeah, the thing about the robe and the swastika stuff is he's back years ago. He tried to kind of do the same thing with the Confederate flag now, and he talks about symbolism and how symbolism is not like a real thing; it's a mental thing. It controls your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever remember that.
I feel like he's trying to flip the narrative of a lot of things.
Well, I think he like literally don't like Jewish people for real. But
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't get that.
yeah. But I'm saying about the swastika stuff. I think he literally don't like Jewish people.
Damn.
But the symbolism thing there's an element to it. Like
I believe that.
and when I say there's a, I think I kind of misspoke. I think that there's Jewish people that he does like. I think that when he looks as the community as a whole, that's when there's a lot of disdain. Because he looks at everything of how we talked about in my old podcast about like Jewish controlled media and then also Israel and how they control politics here and a lot of things. And then you look up like, oh, he runs so and so, he's Jewish. Oh, you know what I mean? So it lets you down this rabbit hole of, all right, we're controlled by Jewish people, which everybody, that's when I come, where I have, the God and Bible in me. It's like, bruh, all this is trivial at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever. Yeah. I can't control this. This ain't my world that I'm living in. You know what I mean? So I don't try to get caught up in that heap. But I can see to where, when you read that information and you look it up and it's true, it can be very shocking and alarming, because you want fair equity and inclusion. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you want those things. So you want to be treated like, hey, I want to be, I want a part ownership of things. I don't want to feel like I'm controlled. I want to be actually, my mind be free. And I can see a lot of that from Ye. But then how he goes about it is not correct. But I mean, it goes.
I had another picture of him with the. I don't know. As soon as like a picture pops in my head, it's like, bruh.
Yeah. But when you go about talking about how many people wronged him, it's like, all right, bruh, it can't be everybody's fault. It's like, okay, do you apologize for the people you wrong?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you also got to look at it as like some people you can't even blame for them turning their back on you. Yeah. You can't just make you can't just keep on making a decision and not keep them in the loop and then be like, say they always gotta back you. You know what I mean? Yeah, and some people don't publicly even disown you. They just like, hey, bro, you do your thing because you been wilding. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Yeah, yeah. That's like, I'm not saying this is equivalent, but if somebody keep on robbing the bank and that's my homie, it's like, bro, I'm trying to get away. I'm trying to at least have space. I respect you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love you, but you gotta do your own thing over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. Don't
Yeah.
come over here in my space. It's too peaceful over here. You wild over there. And
A lot
I
of
had to
people
do
have
that
done
with
that
a
before.
family and family and friends. It's like it wasn't to that degree, but it'll be like their personality was wild. It's like I like my peace, bro. Yeah, yeah. I rather you. I love you. I want you to do well and prosper. It can come off as Justin. He changed. It'd be like, nah, y'all just not on the same thing I'm on, and that's fine. We can have a conversation, but y'all y'all ain't y'all don't got that ambitious drive as me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Or y'all just get caught up in the wrong things and it just don't feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
everything that
that
comes out your
energy.
mouth is negative. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's about what everybody else does and not what you done.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't and I have specific people in my head when I'm even saying these things. So that's why I was like, hey, I love y'all. I wish you well, but I don't want to enter y'all space, and I'm sure you don't want to enter mine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um,
I can
and
see that.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's a real thing.
Yeah. If you're gonna be on all the way over on that fence, you can only help but to believe only so many few people gonna follow you. Everybody ain't gonna be on that side.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely, if you're displaying the message how you want to, because all you're doing is screaming. Yeah, yeah. Like that. Is there a call to action? You know what I
For
mean?
him, I mean, I would assume that he's when he goes on a rant or whatever. I mean, it seems like what he wants is just. It seems like he wants. I was about to say it seems like he wants black power, but also he does give the narrative that we're all one. I think it's more of like how you said, like being included, black people doing their own thing, and he's kind of he sees that and he sees a sword on the side laying down on the ground. He's like, man, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And then like he goes out and gets the sword, just starts swinging at everybody, and the crowd of black people behind him is just kind of like, bruh, we ain't have to do it like that, like
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
So,
But and when I say a call to action, it's like,
oh well, that's what I was getting to. I meant that with him doing that, I feel like with him swinging, he's like looking behind the shoulder, like, all right, y'all coming? Like, I think he just wants people to like join in, like, bruh, so who cares? Let's change the narrative. I'm sell this swastika. Or I'm pretty sure, bruh, if any rapper would have been like, yeah, you wear that KKK thing, I'm like, exactly, bruh, like that's what I wanted us to be on, man. I think he's just waiting on people, cause he already knows at this point that ain't nobody's finna stand up and just be like, yeah, you're right. I think he's very much internalized that. So I feel like the main thing that he's doing is just trying to set the way and like either wait on or either two things. Wait on somebody like looking over his shoulder like, bro, is anybody gonna come up? Or two, he just feels so hard that he's making the way. He's making a new way for black people, and y'all just gonna get it later. And y'all, the call to action would be like, y'all will figure that shit out later. I'm gonna be the one to do it first, and then y'all gonna get it later on.
yeah, I think that is very much narcissistic. I think a lot of his I don't I am no therapist, so I'm not gonna try to mentally try to understand where he's coming from. But I do see narcissistic behavior from him, and there's things that I love the path he on when he was building. He had the Donda School. He had a Donda management team,
Mm.
and I was like, dang, he's building stuff real quick. He had like Jalen Brown, basketball player, was at one point the highest paid basketball player in the league. Aaron Donald, the one of the best defensive players in his era. Damn near he was the best. He had him on management.
Mm-hmm.
He had a lot of guys real quick. He was doing very successful, and you could have been on that path strategically, but the outrage had it all destroy and come down on him. You know what I mean? As I don't know exactly.
Maybe it's actually a mental thing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it's a. Hey, I ain't him, and he's been very successful. So a part of him is what makes him successful. So I can't be like, bro, tone down. You know what I mean? But some things you gonna be wrong on, and how you handle that, and that's any leader. You know what I mean? And because I was about to say like I was like, bro, you could tone it down, but at sometimes him being loud, he was right when he talked about Bush don't care about black people. You remember he was like, he was asking Zuckerberg, "Bill, get me out of debt." I'm $50 million in debt. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. And somehow he got out of debt really quick. Yeah, yeah. So I was like, hey, there's a method to how he does some things. So I can't. You got to take the good with bad, but obviously, this is so far left what he's doing now, to where it's like it's entertaining. I still really want him to do well and rebound, but a lot of this stuff is like, all right, bro, what we on for real? But like I said, it's simple. But I don't mind the Cardi stuff. That's his own thing. And then he talked about Jim Jones and Jay-Z and all that stuff. But like the symbolism, I understand, so it don't really bother me when I see the robe or the Confederate flag, or even the what's the swastika. Yeah, and then that stuff really, because it is symbolism to a certain degree. But just the rhetoric can be a little too much, And I'm still coming from a hardcore fan.
Yeah, I'm still a hardcore fan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I still play his music for sure,
it's too
and
good.
his new stuff,
And what?
and his new stuff.
I was listening to Vultures yesterday.
Yeah, I was listening to it last week.
It's too good.
Yeah.
It's too good. He's super man. A lot of people that are just so talented get away with a lot of things. It's just like God-given talent.
Yeah. But there's a lot of things he calls out that is good, to where it's like, hey, I didn't know like how Hollywood, how everything, who runs what and how it controls. It's like it's interesting to hear on that side of the world, because I'm so far in my own bubble too.
Did you hear how much he hates J. Cole?
No, I didn't hear that yet.
And he's been like tweeting like how much he doesn't like J. Cole.
Yeah.
He said that he met with Drake, and you remember that run that Drake and J. Cole had like around the time of the Super Bowl, the first person shooter. Yeah. And J. Cole was on tour with Drake.
Yeah.
He said he met up with Drake, and he told him, he's like, bruh, stop hanging out with J. Cole because he's ruining hip hop. He was just like, he's like, he doesn't do anything for this. Like he said, I like Future better. Like, make more music with Future or something.
Yeah, just the more I get to understand the music, it's just like, I stopped looking up to these guys. Yeah. Because these, of course they make music to make money, and it's very much in it for themselves. But a lot of these guys is like, all right, I can't judge anybody in their intentions anymore.
Where is J. Cole?
I don't know.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's like I wish all these guys were. I still love J. Cole as well too, but yeah, it's like these guys ain't who I really thought they would be. I
think J. Cole might be.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I just like, yeah, I don't know these individuals. They don't know me. So I could think they do well by the music they make, and it sounds meaningful. But at this point, you just don't know who's controlled by what. Yeah. Because it stuff don't start to make sense. The more I understand and look at behavior, I'm like, all right, bro. Yeah, I appreciate for what you offer, and you do have um, the music you do make have meaning to it. Yeah,
I see that. I mean, I'll never believe Kanye is one thing.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
he released a gospel album, and then the next song that he released after the gospel album was the song with him and Lil Pump. Do you remember?
You're such an effing hoe.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
Ah,
I thought I think that was before because he was after he did the
I'm not
gospel.
talking about Donda. I'm talking about
Yeah,
Jesus, the Jesus album.
uh,
Yeah, he made a Jesus album.
yeah, you're talking. Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I
Following that album, I can't remember. I have it in my head.
I thought
But
it
he made
was.
Donda after that.
No, yeah, he made Donda after
Yeah,
after
after
all that.
yeah. So he had that the little pump thing before the
Before Donda, yeah.
for the Christian album for sure. Because for a little bit he wasn't even on the Donda album. He bleeped out all the curse words.
He
Eh,
wasn't even on the Donda album.
No, he bleeped out the curse words on the Donda album.
Yeah.
I know I'm right on this. Yeah, yeah. Just take my word for it.
Okay. Well, he
Yeah, we
did
can look it
something
up
super
afterwards.
holy, basically, like
Yeah,
before then,
yeah,
or
exactly.
maybe what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
he did the Christian album, then he did Donda 1 and Donda 2. But he didn't release Donda 2 on the streaming. He released it on this little media player.
Was that Donda too?
Yeah, yeah. He released Donda 2 on like a media player or something.
Was that the one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Is that the one with Soldier Boy on it?
Soldier Boy
Man, I gotta listen to that tonight.
Soldier Boy was on Remote Control, and that was on Donda 1.
No, I'm saying. Been there for a long time. Been there for a long.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Soldier Boy was on something.
Yeah.
He had something that was number 2.
Yeah, but that little pump
Maybe it was
stuff.
Donda 2. No, it was definitely Donda 2. Yeah.
Okay. But another rapper passed.
Who?
We were sticking on music, Young Scooter.
Oh yeah. I haven't really heard a lot of his music, but I've heard his
Yeah,
name.
yeah. No, I was listening to a little bit of it today, and it was actually some good. Like, it reminded me of like the Paper Chase type music in that era. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was hard though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It was like, dang, I can definitely work out to this joint.
And did he died from like running away or
Like I guess like he's running from the police and slipped on like maybe a fence and just artery got cut wrong.
fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
That is the scariest thing to me.
Yeah.
Like cutting an artery or even getting shot and you think like, oh, it's just like
Yeah.
my arm or like my little wrist or whatever. And then
Mm-hmm.
you go bleed out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but so it happened on his birthday. Yeah, and
Damn.
apparently it was actually a swatting event. You familiar with swatting? Yeah. A lady called the police on the house and saying, "Hey, there's a woman that got beat up and dragged into the house. They're waving guns everywhere. There's blood on the ground. Y'all need to come and help." And she has a baby with her.
They did that on his birthday.
She lied to get the police over there. Yeah.
And he died.
Well, I mean, that ended up happening, yes. But I mean, yeah. But I'm making a long story short. And it comes out that her boyfriend, I guess was hanging with Young Scooter.
Who was
And-
her boyfriend? The girl who called?
Yeah, exactly.
So did she go to jail?
She just got arrested, I think, today or yesterday.
She's definitely going to jail.
Well, I mean, I think she's booked, but yeah. Now she can bail out and plead not guilty and all that stuff.
I mean, the SWAT team came and
I
they
mean,
didn't
yeah,
see blood on the ground.
Yeah,
They
but you
didn't
can plead
see-
not guilty. Yeah. That don't mean that's a process into it.
Speaking of that, did you see Yellow Beezy got out?
Yeah. His case is not looking. Yeah. I heard he has a actually weak case against him.
Yes, that's good.
Right. I mean, depending on who you talk to. If you feel like he didn't do it, then yeah, it's really good. If you feel like he did do it and you want justice for Mo 3, then it's not good. But it's good for Yellow Beezy. Yeah. The person who did it is was saying that what was selling that yellow BZ was the one who
Oh, he
hired him.
just said it.
I mean, to answer your question, yes, he just said it, but he could be telling the truth. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then not only that, I think it was like either for like the dude wasn't even like charged for murder. The dude who killed him. Yeah, exactly. Like so that's not gonna play well in trial if y'all go to trial because he can lie about doing that for a lighter sentence.
Did you see the video?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're saying that hey, he's just a tool. Like so, for example, if I'm just using an example, it may not come off right. You can tell me if it comes off wrong. If if I shoot you, or I shoot a person here, and that gun doesn't go to jail, I go to jail, and that's what they're saying is like he's the tool. He just killed that person on your behalf because you wanted him to die. So you're really the person behind it because you hired him to kill him. If that makes sense.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're saying that but he didn't hire him
That's
supposedly.
what. Yeah, exactly. But that's what the prosecutors are, I guess, justifying in their mind is to why they didn't charge him for murder, which they really should charge them both. But then they wouldn't have gotten a confession. So it's just like, yeah, that's all gonna play well for Yellow Beezy because now it just looks like a weak case. Yeah, yeah. Not to say who's right or wrong because I have no idea. I didn't know Yellow Beezy like that. Yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
some music. Yeah, yeah. And I knew Mo3 a little bit, like just as much as I heard Yellow Beezy. So
Probably, yeah,
and so
just
I
as
didn't know
much.
there was a beef thing going on.
Nah,
Yeah,
me either. Till
I
I
had
started
no.
looking stuff
Yeah,
up.
exactly. So I'm well not in the loop. So I can't. I'm just stating it how I kind of see it.
Yeah, at this point, bro, if somebody says like, "Nah, I don't know who you talking about," I automatically think they had something to do with it. At this point,
Yeah, or you may not actually know what you're talking about.
I feel like I see so much more of who you talking about. Are you from the same city? I haven't heard it from.
Yeah,
Like,
I can understand that part of it, but I also look at it as you may know something. So it's like I don't want to just play my hand like that. And then not only that, you
no,
may
I get it.
yeah yeah
I
yeah
get it. I'm saying
yeah
as a consumer,
yeah
it's like as soon as I hear that, I'm like, oh, okay.
yeah yeah.
There's more to this story.
Understood. Yeah, there's. I'm sure there is. I feel that, but at the same time, I'm trying to stay away from things like that. Definitely involves a death, and I'm not trying to have them look at me. So it's always going to be like, bro, I don't know.
Facts.
Yeah.
I can see
Now,
that too.
now, if I'm far from the situation like I am with that, I could give my opinion. Like, oh shoot, like from the way he was talking, he kind of had it coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could maybe get, but I'm not. If I'm somewhat close to the situation, if I know somebody who knows that person, I'm like, bruh, I don't know. Yeah, I may have not been close to that. If it was something in my city, and then I knew of the person, like, bruh, I wish him well. You know what I mean? I don't know nothing about that. Yeah.
That's wild. Did you see one of the guys that shot Say So P? He's dead.
In Houston,
No,
or
well in Memphis.
he died in Memphis.
Oh, I don't know where he died at.
I was saying I heard he died in Houston. I could have been wrong.
Oh, I don't know where he died at.
I mean,
Why is he in Houston? He's
I
trying to get Sauce Walker.
mean, I don't know. Yeah.
No,
Or he's
did
running
see
from
it.
the police. Yeah.
Oh yeah, his picture is out there. It was out there, but no, he was dead. He definitely, he died.
From what? I
Getting
mean,
killed.
yeah. I'm just saying, like, for what reason?
Not the police. Like somebody killed him.
Understood. I get that. I'm just saying that. I mean, killers don't have that long of a lifespan. You know what I mean? If you're willing to kill somebody that's cold blood, that's kind of how it goes, right? Like he could have died for many reasons. He could have, known too much, and his own homies could have killed him. Yeah, it could be a million reasons on why he died.
Yeah,
He could be in his own BS trying to kill somebody else, and somebody killed him.
probably.
If he's a hitman for real, because he put up on Say So P and them real quick.
That's
So
just
he may be a real hitman and tried to do a hit, tried to get a plug and died. There's a million reasons why he could have died. That don't tell me nothing right now.
I mean, I was just saying, like, did you
Yeah,
hear that he
yeah,
died?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm just speaking for the podcast, not saying like,
Like,
bro, how dare you speak on this? Nah, that's not what I'm saying.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah. I'm with you. Yeah,
Man died. But I was
mm-hmm.
trying to get all the shootings and killings out of the way.
I mean, shoot, that's what we own. Yeah. We have no bright spot. Like, dang, did
Damn
somebody
near.
say somebody from a fire?
Yeah, we started
Did,
off with fasting and God, and now we just like straight.
oh yeah, okay, we did have some good
Yeah,
things to talk
just
about.
straight up
Yeah,
evil
yeah,
shit.
murder, execution.
Murder.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, dang, like that is a lot that's kind of going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the streets. That's just a different world that's what I'm saying I don't want to be a part of. I have my peace. You know what I mean? I just like peace way too much.
This is the best way to live, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I saw a poster, a meme, because I had to like fill my schedule up for my Facebook page and stuff, and there was a meme, and it was a meme of St. Louis, Memphis. It's the sign on the highway, and it was like Memphis, St. Louis, and somewhere else. I think Alabama or somewhere else. It was all three of them on there, and then the caption, if somebody commented, you know how like they'll comment on it and then they'll like put it on the meme, and then the caption was like, "It really don't matter where you going, you still gonna get shot." Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's just I mean, hey, it feels so much like the devil's kingdom for real.
I don't understand how people stay.
You said what?
I don't understand how people stay
Here?
in Memphis.
Oh, I was just talking about there, but
Where?
no, I was just saying like when I said Devil's Kingdom, I was talking about the earth. It's like it's that's how I just like, bruh. I was like, you would rather to bring back to like the Bible stuff. It's just like, man, just try to live as a righteous life as you can for real.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's possible. I think it's location is like one of the main things though. Location.
Oh, for sure. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because there's some privileged people that live in the hills that can never fathom in life like that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't understand why people in the in LA, like in the Beverly Hills, I don't understand why they think like that.
think like what?
Cuz it's so easy to pull up on anybody. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to put that energy out there, but I'm just like when I was driving for Uber or not, what's Uber Eats and
Yeah.
Instacart and stuff like
Yeah.
that, they would normally be the ones to do that. I mean, that makes sense. But like, bro, you could pull up to their house. Like, it's a big ass house. It's in the hills. But like, anybody can pull up there, unless you're in, I guess, the hidden hills or the stuff like that. But there's so many houses you could just pull up to, and I just don't understand. Having a good house in a good neighborhood. I guess this social media stuff kind of like trained my brain to that there's a certain way I want to live, or that I'm striving to get to, and it's very like gated, like you can't get in here and
Okay. Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah.
And I can have a possible answer to that is because it's psychological. Like,
Yeah.
and even like a killer in a thief's mind, like in their mind, they think that's tougher to get into a home like that, but it's easier to rob in, like a bad neighborhood and get stuff. Then not only that, yeah, I remember walking around, and I was never a thief, but I walk around in the neighborhood, and then the nice neighborhood was across the street, and I felt like I couldn't even enter that neighborhood. Like, I'll get arrested if I go across the street. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I can only imagine the psychological mind of a thief is like, bruh, if I get arrested, it ain't gonna be no light sentence. They gonna punish me and give me the book for real. and they often do. So I think it's more psychological on why that doesn't happen. But
It clearly
but this
is.
era is different, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, but
Like
still,
my
like,
era, it was more like that. This era, I feel like they breaking and robbing. You know, they'll go to LeBron's home and have. You remember they had a list of people's homes they was breaking into, like so it was years ago, but they had a list of homes of who they was breaking into, going to break into next,
oh,
and like they do that. Like they broke into Joe Burrow's home. That's the quarterback for Cincinnati Bengals. They broke into his home while he was away games. You know what I mean? So they have a strategy on how they do it for real. Yeah, yeah. So this era completely different. Everything's off tables or on the
yeah.
table.
I believe there's a lot of the weight to what you're saying too. It's definitely psychological because otherwise, like Beverly Hills would have been run down by now. But
Yeah, yeah.
there, yeah, that is a thing. It does feel different out there. I'm not a criminal, so like I don't know what it feels like to be a difference, but it does. That is a thing of thinking differently when you pull up to those type of places. So only like one out of a certain amount would do that instead of it being a normal thing. But that was something I thought in the back of my head. I'm like, bro, like anybody can pull up in this bitch. Anybody.
Yeah, and then not only that, you got cars that people look out for, that police look out for. So yeah, like my expedition that will get pulled over more than my Tesla would ever would. Yep, I've gotten pulled over randomly for dumb things. Yeah,
Why?
because
Just the tent?
just a bigger vehicle, and that yeah, like Challengers get pulled over, Chargers get pulled over a lot more, just because those are like quote unquote like hood cars or where this stuff is undocumented. So fast cars like that, big SUVs get pulled over a lot more often. Yeah, it's just kind of what the change. You see a black man in one of those, you're more likely going to get pulled over for sure. Yeah, I got pulled over for. I've gotten tailed many of times. Got pulled over for maybe not stopping at you know how you can make a right at a red light.
Yeah.
Yeah, not pulled over for not completely stopping. Had a license plate. The license plate light wasn't on.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. So like I have two lights in the license plate light. Like one of them wasn't on. Yeah, because it was out. I got pulled over for that. Yeah, yeah. So you can visit like what's crazy. Like
You can
it's the
still see it.
nighttime. Yeah, because your headlights on, so you can
Oh.
visibly see my headlight in my license plate because your headlights are on.
Right. And you can run it. And which they
Obviously, yeah.
clearly
They just
already
give me a
did.
reason to pull over to make sure my everything's legit. He did. Of course, he didn't give me a ticket.
No, okay.
Yeah, yeah, because it was BS.
Yeah.
And then you ran it like, oh shit, oh his shit's good. He got insurance. He got this registration. I do Uber. Yeah, I gotta have those things. Yeah, yeah. Not only that, I would have them. Yeah, yeah. But I have to have those things anyway. So yeah, you got a clean record. Okay, you move on. It's just annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, you still drive it a lot. You don't.
Yeah, because I make money from it. I mean, but not. Why would I? I mean, it's finance. I'm not gonna just like I get pulled over too much. Let me take it back. Yeah, yeah. But my Tesla, not. I don't think I've gotten pulled over once from it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that makes sense too. I wonder if your information is like, is it on there?
What?
Like, well, I don't know.
Well, I mean,
talking too
the
much.
the answer is yes. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Well, yeah. You gonna pull up. You gonna see you run my tags. You gonna run it. It's gonna
You
come
gonna
up
see it.
either way. Yeah, yeah.
That's right. So what else has been going on?
I think we're doing good on time, but I don't. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Do you feel good, or do you wanna?
Let's see. Let's see if I can see maybe one question.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Um.
we can end on relationships because that's always a fun one.
Okay.
Or if you got one,
Would you rather find out your partner emotionally cheated on you for years or physically cheated one time?
I wouldn't even care. Give me a reason to break up. No, I'm literally just kidding. Yeah. No, no. I'm just
Oh,
kidding. Emotionally, cheated one time or emotionally cheated for years. What's
mostly
emotionally cheated
cheated
for
for
years?
years. They love this other person.
Yeah, I'm cool on that one. Yeah. You get cheating one time, I'll live.
Yeah, I think cheating one time. Let me see if it's a good one. If not, then we could just end it. Uh, 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 um, it's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. Like I
Are
don't
you
feel
sure?
like.
Yeah.
You can
Well, just
check.
say one. Just pick one.
All right, I'm gonna just pick one. Um, if your ex started dating someone who looked exactly like you, would you feel flattered or freaked out
Uh,
or feel weird?
I will feel. I will feel. That happened to my homeboy who just got married. Yeah,
Uh huh.
yeah. Like his. I will feel some. She just got a type for real, and
Yeah.
yeah, I would feel like that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe flattered in a way, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, but you also got a type. But literally, my homeboy, one of my close friends, his ex girlfriend, she wanted married. That that looked like that nigga for real.
Yeah.
Like for real. Like his name even like rhymed with his.
What?
Like it was crazy how much it. I was like, I didn't know how you could find the exact replica in Nashville, bro.
In Nashville, so
Yeah.
one city.
Yes.
Oh my god! I thought
Yeah.
she like traveled went somewhere else.
No. And she married to him now.
Wow.
I was like, that looked like the great value version of you.
Oh my god.
Yeah. What about
That's
you?
I feel like I feel like that has happened. Um, it wasn't like exactly like, but no, she definitely had a type for sure. It is 100%. She definitely had a type, and I knew it before me, cause I kind of looked like the last nigga. So I was like, you definitely got a type, but it didn't really like bother me too much. I felt weird at first, just because it was like we was ending and it was just messy. It ended really messy, and then just to see somebody that kind of looked like you, like man, fuck this nigga.
Okay. Would you stalk his page?
No, I just went to it once when she sent it to me.
She sent you his page?
Yeah, it was like after a while.
For what? What was she hoping to accomplish?
No, it was after a while. It was after like after us breaking up and all that stuff was been done. We talking about like months and months and months and months down the line, and they don't talk anymore or whatever. And then they're like, we was having a conversation about who we've dated
Okay.
and stuff like that, and we were just like opening up to each other. I think that's how it happened, or I don't really know exactly how it happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so many people around me. Like again, like I'm around women sometimes, or even like my sister. My sister would be like, "Oh, you know, da 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 da." I'm like, "What?" Maybe she showed me. Somebody showed me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I never went back on his page and
Oh,
like,
okay.
kept looking at shit. I was
Okay.
just like, "Damn."
Was
this
you
nigga look
was you like scroll hating while you?
Oh no no
Oh,
no
yeah.
no no.
Okay.
It was just more so like,
This nigga ain't better than me,
it's,
bro. Your ego be like that. Don't even
I
act
mean,
too
yeah,
cool.
it'll definitely make me work harder and shit. Just like,
Yeah.
bruh, nigga, I
What if he's
can't.
killing shit? Would that bother you?
Maybe at the time of the breakup, just because
Yeah.
it was messy.
What if he wanted to collab with you?
Come on now,
He's like, actually, I love your work.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
screenshot that and just.
That gonna make you feel too
Oh
good.
God, oh God, I'm gonna be like, okay,
Yeah.
might leave that nigga on scene.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? But
Yeah.
nah, I ain't really have like a hating bone toward him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really be like mad at guys that much. Again, I haven't been in like a lot of crazy situations,
Yeah.
but I always had hypothetical situations in my head that if a guy tried to get at my girl while I was with her,
Mm-hmm.
and if if she ended up doing something like while we were together or whatever, I still wouldn't be too mad. And I can't be friends with him. I
Yeah.
don't respect this nigga.
Mm-hmm.
But like I don't hate this man.
Mm.
You just being a fuck boy.
Yeah.
And like it's really on the girl.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So yeah, I don't really just like hate people for just being themselves.
So what if you're still in a relationship with her? Would you want that guy to let you know if that he was having sex with your girl? This is like I'm just saying in general.
I wouldn't. I don't want to talk to no other dude about nothing, but I would want to know so I could let her go.
Oh, okay, I got you. So
Yeah, like
so
so
if
if
he,
she's not coming, if the situation is she ain't gonna tell me, I would want somebody to tell me what's going, so I know. Like it's almost like no matter how much that feels, it's just like thank you for telling me. So
Okay.
now I know who's in this house with me.
Okay,
Like,
so you'll be totally cool with if a guy
would not be totally cool.
I mean, yeah. No, I'm just saying he DM'd you like, bruh, I didn't know who you was until she had mentioned she had a boyfriend. I looked you up and I think that you're hilarious and I kind of feel bad that I'm having sex with your girl. I just wanted to let you know because I feel bad man to man.
I would respect him
Okay.
for sure. I don't think there's a lot of guys like that out there.
He's like, do you want to? Do I need to prove it? Do I need to see? Do I need to show you this video?
I'll show you, bro. To let you know it's real.
Yeah.
Does
Exactly.
your number start with a 901?
No, I was actually gonna show you the back shots I was giving her.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I would feel,
Sorry.
I wouldn't respect them then. Yeah, but the first initial message,
Yeah.
I'd be like, damn.
But would you want to slightly see the back shots? That I was
No.
giving?
No, what, to see my girl getting killed by some other man?
Yeah.
No, that would. I'm already going through it, knowing that she's having sex with some other dude.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at her, probably while I'm reading this message.
Yeah. Would it feel less? Would it feel less worse if she's like, but his penis was small?
No,
Okay.
like it would feel. I wouldn't even know how to take that. Because I don't even think if she's still having sex with this dude and this dude came out and said that, I don't know. I would just like cut my mind off from thinking because it's too much to think about.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, first of all, you probably lying, and then I'll be thinking to myself like, why am I thinking she's lying? Why am I even? It'll just be too much, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just respect the fact that he said something, so I can let her go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it wouldn't even be a question.
Yeah, but you don't think you can take somebody back? I thought you said if they cheated one time.
If they cheated one time, it depends on. I don't know.
But it's also the embarrassment that comes with it.
Yeah, it's self-embarrassment.
Yeah.
Like you gotta look at yourself in the mirror, or now that'll start changing stuff. It's like if she's out with her girls and stuff. Now you asking like one or two more questions than you would have.
Yeah.
And it's just like I wouldn't even like this.
Yeah.
I don't like feeling like that.
Yeah, and then you see him out there and be like, he's trying to shake up with you. Like, damn, y'all still together? Like, damn, I tried to warn you. You good?
Oh my God, that would fuck me up. Fuck me up. That was a silent ride home.
You gonna be mad at him.
I'm not mad at him. I'm mad at her still.
Yeah.
All the mad goes straight back on her. As soon as I see this man, he's like, y'all still together? I'm like,
Hey, you see the Michael Ealy Jonathan Majors thing?
Yeah.
And she runs and hugs him.
oh.
That would be wild, right?
Bruh, I would have to break up.
Yeah,
Like now,
yeah.
bruh, nowadays, I just realized, bruh, just break up when the shit is small.
Mm-hmm.
So that is way far past that.
Yeah. Of course, I'm adding so much sauce on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
If she's reacting like that, then she never. Yeah. She's her. She don't really respect you for real.
Oh God.
Yeah. Because you gotta look at him with disgust.
Like,
What's going the other way?
And then she can't say nothing. I've been with women who probably I'll never I'll never know the full story of everything that has happened. And then I've been with women that probably told me too much, where I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, damn, I respect you for telling me the truth, but
Mm-hmm.
like, why you do that? You know. But then
Yeah.
there's, like I said, there's other women. It's like I would never even know, and I feel more. I feel more uneasy with the woman that I would never ever know
Mm-hmm.
versus the woman that told me that she fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember just like my when I was young and very insecure, I could definitely see myself in a place to where I was like, please don't tell me. You know what I mean?
Fuck
Yeah.
that.
Now, oh, now it's completely different. I want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
being hoed.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it was just when you're like when I was deeply in love, insecure, and I felt like I had somebody that was way better than myself. Then I could that's probably where it came from.
That just reminded me. Neo definitely said that shit years ago. You
Yeah.
remember that?
No.
He said that when he had his wife at that one time, and he said, if you doing something, don't even tell me. But in reality, he was doing a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
And that makes sense now. I don't know. I just had a That's So Raven
Okay.
moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it was just insecurity I faced with myself and how I value myself in my mind.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
I realized that a lot, especially this year. Well, I mean, but like with the past girl or whatever.
Hmm.
Like that's definitely something that I realized with my relationship with women
Hmm.
is that I think I had always kind of saw myself in this form of like I need to grow, like
Hmm.
from where I'm at or whatever, that I would sometimes not even put boundaries on myself for like my own growth or whatever.
Hmm.
And I would just like see myself like, damn, Steve, you could have got better with that, or you could get better with this, or you
Hmm.
could do this, but not like a hard, like set concrete thing. Like, but no, you need to do this. You need to do this. And I think that opened up ways for me to kind of accept flaws from people.
Hmm.
And then that which is what you're saying. It's kind of like when you don't really fully respect yourself, or like that that insecurity kind of shows,
Hmm.
like in a way, or that insecurity comes from a different place.
Hmm.
And then when you finally get to the point where you like, bruh, I'm, you know, I don't do certain things in a relationship. I don't treat certain people like this or this, that, and the other. Like, it put me on a total different level, like of or it is gonna put me on a different level now, like in terms of like dating. Cause like if a girl says like I'm gonna call you tomorrow, she don't call me tomorrow. Hey, like she just like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's small shit
you know,
to me
I
now.
mean, it's some things. It's just like you gotta watch out behavior and the
Yeah,
actions. You can get grace, sometimes, but generally I can tell who means well for the most part.
I can't
Um,
tell.
yeah, yeah, and then and I even I there's one more thing I do want to get to that we forgot to miss, but and we're kind of running a little long, but but to kind of paint when he's talking about the relationship, it's like I was just remember I was like, bro, I don't know why you putting up with this. It's like you're him. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But there was one thing that I want to mention about that the viral video of the morning routine from the Ashton Hall dude.
Yeah.
Like, do you look at a video like that and what do you think is like viral because it's people are really watching it or it's just pushed, you know, mechanically? Because you have organic and then you have mechanically. And do you think it's like more mechanically viral?
I think that was organic.
Okay.
I think that was organic because it was just ridiculous. Like
Okay.
it was just way too much. And then like he kept putting his face in the water, which is a great thing to do. That's actually a good thing to do.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree.
But it was just so extreme, and he got up at 3 something, and then like all it takes is for somebody to see your video, and if you post like something organic like that, like not trying to be funny, not trying to do it, it's just you, and then if somebody sees that and then they make fun of you, and that's the actual trend,
Oh, okay.
and then the trend is like now everybody's making these videos acting like they woke up at 3 and this,
Oh,
and then
that's what
like,
you said.
all right, let me do the water thing and let me do this. 7 p.m. I'm working out. I'm doing all that. So now it makes your video even funnier.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like that was that. I feel like it was organic
Oh,
because I saw a lot of people, my influencer friends and stuff, like they started doing that stuff.
yeah.
Like even Mr. Beast like did a video with him like the when he was going viral.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he literally like called him up and then and then acted like he was doing it with him.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah.
that's hilarious. So, because it's just following the trend and then make sure video get that much bigger.
Yeah, it creates a trend.
Oh, okay. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, versus just that one thing.
Yeah, that's actually, I love it. You know, and it's just, and you go bigger from that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same thing that happened with me with the I did a video and it was me and I forgot the name of waiting to exhale, and then I was laying in the bed with a girl and then she was just like, I want to buy a house, and I was like, where? She's like, in Scottsdale.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I want to get married. So what you doing on Friday? And they took my sound and then people start doing it themselves. It was mostly women or women, men, and it'll be like when you on that jail phone call, knowing that you ain't gonna hear from them again. When you did, and they made it a trend.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. That video.
I saw it get just a view count. But,
Yeah, no, the view count on my page is crazy, but that one actually traveled.
Oh,
like
okay.
there's no telling how far, because it's my voice. My voice is out there.
Yeah.
So it's just a trend from something. So it kind of like correlates to what I was saying.
I understood.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think we nailed it, bro.
Yeah, bro. This has been a great episode.
All right. Well, we'll be back with another episode of Two for the Culture. We love y'all.
All right.
All right. Peace.